He just changed his mind.
Ôi, trời ơi, sao người ta vợ rồi?
So in the last test cycle, recent one, 264 versus Sri Lanka in goal, Mushfiq and Litton also in goal. Mohan Lanchanto, 147 and still going strong here in Mirpur. Third wicket. Last ball of the previous over, just a little adjustment you can notice. Initial thoughts of going down by Mohan just didn't read the length, had to make that little bit of a correction in standing his ground and eventually made it look decent enough, but he could have been in a spot of bother. Now have a look at this. Shooting down the wicket, sees that length which is not right, go after, just waits for the ball to come on. Eventually negotiates comfortably enough. Not expose your intentions too early. Yeah, the bowler knew he had a little bit of an edge over the batter on that occasion. Hassan Ali into his 12th over, 1 for 36. Smooth sailing here for Bangladesh. A lot of work to be done by the Pakistani bowlers out there. Difficult job now.
Hard work from here on, for sure. But as a bowler and as a skipper of the Pakistan team, they need to have that belief that yes, one delivery. Who's going to produce that wicket-taking delivery to break this partnership? Get a new man in and see what happens from there on. Because this partnership is looking dangerous. It's the best third wicket partnership for Bangladesh against Pakistan.
They're content to just pay heed and pay respect to the good balls. Very selective. Just the manner in which read the length, and the bowling has been good. No misunderstandings in terms of calling. Concerns for the bowling coach Omar Gul. That was a tad uncomfortable.
Now we've seen the seamers, the pace, bowling around the wicket a number of occasions. Hassan Ali taking the same option, coming round the wicket. And what it does, it just negates that option of if you trap him in front, the LBW decision usually does not go in your favor because of the angle that he creates. Look at that ball where it ended up, the way down the leg side. So if you're looking to stick to bowling around the wicket to the left-handers, you would need to bowl a little bit wider outside the off stump. Because even if it does come, we haven't seen that much movement, then you're good for a shout. You appeal for a leg before decision.
See the frustration creeping in. Effort made by Mominul Lanchanto. Oh, now that's cheeky. That's more a one-day shot. Just that little bit of improvisation with the ramp. Use that angle of the ball and the pace very, very well.
Yeah, with that boundary, 150 runs partnership on the board, 182 for 2.
Well, the crowds are very, very pleased. Have a look at the last ball. Initial press forward, maybe to catch the eye, and he gets the ball out to pull it short. Adjusts so very nicely. Deft touch.
Yeah, he's played that earlier also, but this was a lot closer to his body. Salman Ali Agha in the attack. And when you see the batters playing similar kind of shot, it means that they're watching the ball really nicely and closely, getting used to the condition, knows exactly how about the bounce and the movement. Lovely from Mominul Haq. It's been outstanding, the partnership itself.
Desperately in search of a wicket, Pakistan. Salman Ali Agha, 152. The partnership and going strong. I tell you what, these two have the highest third wicket partnership for Bangladesh. That was 242 versus Sri Lanka in Pallekele in 2021. So they used to batting together and building up big totals for Bangladesh. Lots of concerns.
यहाँ से वो वाला हो जाए ना वो अफ्रीका वाला हाँ याद है ना
But the enticement of the bowler giving the ball some air, just getting the batter to maybe get them a little greedy and try to take him on. Through there. Good mix of balls in this over. Just the single run, 183 for 2. Sessions, the run rate has been pretty decent, 3.88, 101 pre-lunch in the 22 overs since, going at 3.73. Mohammad Abbas, so impressive. Just as usual, he gets it right in line and length. 2.05 is economy.
Change of ends for Mohammad Abbas, and he's been the pick of the bowler by far. You mentioned about his economy. Well, he's bowled a very good line and length, and he's the one who's been asking the questions. He's been unlucky because he's gone past the outside part of the bat many occasions.
Well, he's not going to shy away when it's in his arm. And he pumps it over the top for a maximum. Fantastic shot from Najmul Hussain.
Yeah, it's a rocket 6, and it's the second one from the bat of the skipper. Really went after it, down the ground. He's been very impressive whenever you tried to play down the ground. Right from the meaty part of the bat. And is inching closer to yet another test match 100. Moved up to 95.
That's better. Good comeback delivery and it pays respect. That has been the good part about the innings of Najmul Hussain Shanto. He's built it up, 117 balls. Every opportunity he's got to go big, he hasn't shied away from it.
graphic. Ireland got 100. Sri Lanka back-to-back hundreds, 148, 125. Even in that one-day series against New Zealand, he picked up 100, Shanto, and a 50, an unbeaten 50. 22 fours and 2 sixes in this innings of 189 from Bangladesh.
Oh, a little bit of a fumble and wisely saying no to his partner. Recovered very quickly and backward short leg. Have a look at this lovely strike right in the meaty part. So balanced at point of contact. Look at that. Head still right through the line. Oh, what a beautiful shot that is. So pleasing to the eye.
And what it also says is that surface is now very good for batting. When you see a batter hitting on the up and hitting in then clean strikes like that, surely the batters will be hoping that when their opportunity to come back and bat for the first innings for Pakistan batters, this might turn out to be a good pitch. After all, with so much grass, it's turned out to be a very good wicket. No question about that.
Oh, now. Every big part of the bat outside edge overdone. 189 for 2.
আপনারা যারা অনলাইনে বাজি খেলতে চান আপনাদের জন্য নিয়ে এলাম skfire.live। এখানে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে ফার্স্ট ডিপোজিটে পাচ্ছেন 10% বোনাস, অটো ডিপোজিট করতে পারছেন 1 থেকে 2 মিনিটের ভিতরে। দেরি না করে এখনই লিংকে দেওয়া হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নম্বরে ক্লিক করুন।
After the initial stutters, wickets at 18 and 31. What a wonderful comeback here by Bangladesh. That almost crept underneath Mominul's bat. He's been sedate, he's been watchful. 7 fours is 59. Complimented his partner and captain very, very well. That shot is a goal. Oh my goodness. Opportunity created. I think a couple of runs. Must have had his heart in his mouth for a while.
Yeah, it's all about creating opportunities. Just went over the top of the fielder at short cover. Would have been a stunner.
Now that shot has really played into his mind, and suddenly he makes that rather agricultural attempt at the shot, not making contact. Little things make so much of a difference.
Yeah, after, as you see, that was pretty close actually. Good attempt, just above the fingertips. And just for a moment, it seems that both the batters are looking to play a few shots. And at times, not really timing it, at times a bit of a risk. So I think it's important for them to realize there's still a long way to go. There's a period where you're looking to score runs, and if you realize that, no, I should just hold myself back, then they need to do that. And that's the reason why both the batters will need to have a bit of a discussion. But take it easy. We still have a long way to go. Let us back through.
Well, Nakul Hassan Shanto is definitely not going to try and do something untoward and risky, because he's just 4 shy now of another Test century.
Almost midnight.
195 for 2. The over rate has been decent enough, 24 overs. The spinners bowling 94 runs. That wickets column is going to be a massive concern to Pakistan, desperately in search, breaking this partnership which is slowly and gradually taking the game away.
Three hundreds, Test match 100 is the last 5 innings that he's batted. Azmustan Shanto, very good. His conversion rate has been outstanding, simply brilliant. 800 so far, so he's inching towards his 9th. He's been a very good converter, especially in the recent past.
Don't often see that. More centuries than 50s. He's not in a hurry, and that is good to see. Sometimes when you're about to reach a milestone, talk about the nervous 90s, tend to play erratic shots, want to go and reach that 3-figure mark with a glory shot can spell trouble. The Dutch Bangla Bank, it's not here.
Oh, Nahid!
That's the series, the Dutch Bangla series. It's going on, and I think Dutch Bangla Bank, as I mentioned, is the first European joint venture bank in Bangladesh and a pioneer in the banking sector of Bangladesh in terms of customer trust and confidence through transparent and pure banking. With the last test cycle, recent one, 264 versus Sri Lanka.
Showed his composure as a batter who likes to defend good deliveries. I think that has stood out. And if you have a solid defense, his so far has shown rock solid defense that allows him to breathe and that allows him to score runs on loose deliveries. He's been excellent.
And what that approach does is also it's telling the bowler, look, you've got to try something different to get me to score runs. And in the process, just the bowler might be playing into the hands of Shanto. So bide your time, show that resilience and temperament. He's done so well so far. A maiden over, 195 for 2.
আপনারা যারা অনলাইনে বাজি খেলতে চান আপনাদের জন্য নিয়ে এলাম skfire.live। এখানে অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে ফার্স্ট ডিপোজিটে পাচ্ছেন 10% বোনাস। অটো ডিপোজিট করতে পারছেন 1 থেকে 2 মিনিটের ভিতরে। দেরি না করে এখনই লিংকে দেওয়া হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নম্বরে ক্লিক করুন।
Bangladesh sitting pretty after the initial fall of wickets, come back strongly. Possibly going down leg side. The urgency or commitment in that appeal from behind. Noticeable. More often than not, there is a little bit of a press forward, a trigger movement. 2 balls ago, leg side, half-hearted appeal.
I think it's it's important for Shan Masood to realize there's only 7-8 minutes to go for the tea break, and there's still quite a defensive field. He said he's got a fielder at long off. Surely he can bring them in and invite or throw in the bait. Whether the batters will take the bait, we'll have to wait and see. But surely you got to get some of the fielders get up close to ensure that you don't allow an easy run down towards long off.
At this time he's got some part of the bat, but Mominul looking a tad uncomfortable. The last couple of overs, just not reading the lengths or the lines properly and not getting at the meaty part. But it is Najmul Hasan Shanto on strike now. Will he fancy his chances against Salman Ali Agha? He controls his shot. That is very nice way of going towards that 3-figure mark. 197 for 2. That's a good partnership. It's worth 166 runs. Najmul Hasan Shanto on strike on 97. This is a bus. Nicely eased away, just through the gap. Off it goes to the boundary, and there's his 100. Najmul Hasan Shanto can be over the moon. Exceptional innings, kisses the bat, and the think tank and the support staff and the crowd are really elated by a scintillating, very, very good innings from the skipper.
He's played some wonderful shots, and he plays another beautiful shot on the off drive. Puts the fielder in the covers and the fielder at mid-off. Raises to the boundary. Chanceless inning. 9th Test match 100. And he continues with the kind of form he's shown in the recent past. Always good to see a captain leading from the front. The 9th Test match 100 for him. And a partnership worth 170. That is brilliant. Simply outstanding.
And the 200 of the Bangladesh innings has also come up with that boundary out of the 201. Najmul Hasan Shanto has got 101. Good strike rate. 12 boundaries and 2 sixes. Umpire does not respond. Is there a bit of a bad thundering review? I think they might just take it. It's discussing, and I think Shan Masood has taken it.
TV umpire to director. We have a play review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Doesn't appear to be any bet. Can we just confirm with outrage? Yeah, there's a gap between bat and ball. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can we go to ball tracking when ready? Original decision is not out. Pitching outside off, impact in line, and wickets hitting. Richard, I'm going to ask you to overturn the decision from not out to out. Stand by. You're on screen. Signal now.
That's rocket out, and the decision has been over. And Pakistan at last get a wicket. And what a prize wicket that.
innings of authority comes to an end, he'll be disappointed because he was looking so good. But credit to the bowler, Mohammad Abbas, sending him back for 101. Bangladesh 201 for 3.
Pakistan will be very relieved to see the back of Najmul Hussain Chanto. In comes Mushfiqur Rahim, 101st test match for him. What a milestone to have, what a great fighter and servant of cricket in Bangladesh he has been over the years. Numbers will tell the story. There you go, 6,510 runs, 1300s in his great career. And he's in the middle because of this.
Yeah, it's a beautiful delivery. He misses us completely, and the ball wraps him in front. It's an excellent delivery. Initially, the decision not going in their favor, but a good call from Shan Masood. Looked pretty adjacent. Good lines, just enough to beat the bat, and the ball does the rest.
Very good decision taken, and when they saw that decision overturned, just went across, hugged Abbas, and it was disappointing, to say the least, for the Abbas being rewarded for some persistent work. Oh, that rose up sharply.
Yeah, he's been impressive. He's been impressive right from the word go. I can tell you that, Mohammad Abbas. He's got the ball to move just enough, and then an extra bit of bounce. Lovely channel he has bowled.
Way to welcome the new batter. Excellent. This is top-class bowling. Bowls within himself, not the fastest of bowlers, but in terms of accuracy, he's been a master.
Mushfiqur Rahim right behind the line. The last time he played a test match, which was his 100th test match, he picked up 100. 106 and 53 not out, which was against Thailand. In venue. They became the 11th batter in the history of Test cricket to score 100 in his 100th Test match. There's been a stall over here, field changes. Don't leg a little bit on the deeper side.
Not too many short pitch deliveries from Abbas, but you can expect one now with that field placing. Well, surprise, Mushfiqur Rahim pitched further up. What an excellent over it has been so far. Mixed it up, has troubled Mushfiq right from the word go. That short leg slip and a gully in position. One ball to come. What's it going to be? Most likely the last ball before the tea break is taken. Pitches it up. That is an excellent over. That precious wicket in that over. It's 201 for the loss of 3 wickets as the players just leave the field because the umpires have decided it's time for the tea break here on the first day of the first test match in this Dutch Bangla Bank Test series between Pakistan and Bangladesh.
There would have been a sigh of relief for Shan Masood and company because the partnership was looking dangerous. 170 was the third wicket partnership, but that got broken thanks to that wonderful delivery from Mohammad Abbas. And that was the last over before tea. Mind is giving them some hope. There's still a long way to go for Pakistan. Bangladesh has made a good start at century from the skipper. Importantly, Mominul Haq is still there with an unbeaten 64. That's the session. 100 runs in 27 overs with that wicket of Nazmul Hussain Shanto. 101 in the first session, 100 in the second session.
Well, it's been decent after the lunch and interval that came out, that partnership growing. Tuck around the corner, anything short was dealt with severely by Najmul Hussain Shanto in particular. And cheeky shots from Mominul with a little adjustment on the ramp with comfort, and he's got to really make sure it goes through the covers. Delectable right face that with the upright stance. Short pitch balls, not too many of them. Every time it was offered, more often than not, it was swung away for boundaries. And kept on churning on the runs. Came thick and fast. Mominul getting to 50. What a lovely manner, what a delectable stroke. We saw an array of shimmies down the wicket, straight as an arrow, and some improvisation. Delightful cover drives from both the batters. Eases through, and that is the one that got to him, to his 100. Typical way of celebrating. And they came back Abbas with a super delivery, not given initially, but review taken, and the prize count, which was a big wicket for the Pakistanis at almost at tea. So that's how it stands at the moment. 201 for 3, Mominul 64. Mushfiqur Rahim has joined them now in the middle. Have a look at the partnerships. Nothing much to write home about in the first two, 18 and 13. And then that big one, 170 between Mominul and Shanto. And now, with Shanto's departure, they're building another new one. It's been excellent, the bowling from Mohammad Abbas in particular. And it's a good thing he got himself a wicket. And what an important wicket to get. One each for him, Shaheen Shah Afridi and Hassan Ali. So tea time here, the session summary, 27 overs, exactly 100 runs, 1 wicket, going at a decent strike rate of 3.70. Well, everyone's going to have tea. I'm sure you're going to want to take a break. Please join us for the post-tea session.